up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz. We are back in the saddle, cruising along, hitting a hump day here on, what is this, December 13th, 2023. I'm Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you. I feel like we could do a portal and recruiting show virtually every day of the week over the next 2 weeks with this December 20th deadline coming up for the 2024 class. And then the portal closes January 3rd, I believe. So we did get some news from some Buckeyes that we were waiting to hear from. Everybody basically is going to play in the game. Nobody has opted out to the NFL yet. You're going to get that immediately after the bowl game, I believe. I think they just want to keep everybody together on the same mindset, on the same track. They don't want guys taking off and leaving the team, to go start their pro careers, no matter who it might be. But so it looks like we'll get into a lot of the interview stuff on tomorrow's show. I've got some highlights and stuff from everybody that talked on Tuesday afternoon. So it was a ton of stuff. We'll get through it on Thursday's show. Anyway, today we're talking portal and recruiting updates. This shit is moving daily. One guy we didn't talk about, and I'm gonna start with recruiting right off the bat, and that is 2024 safety 4-star Coy Parrish from Minnesota. He's from Esco High School. He wrapped up his official visit this past Sunday with the Buckeyes. He was in town. He's a 6'1", 195-pound 4-star, 9.384, nationally ranked number 140. So nice to get a top 150 kid in there. And number 11 safety in the class. Shockingly, he is the number 1 player in Minnesota. Not really. Now, this little tidbit here is key. He had a visit scheduled to Florida State next weekend. He's canceled that. Excellent sign for the Buckeyes. He was most impressed when he was on his visit last weekend by the vibe of the Ohio State coaching staff. He had a few quotes here. He said, quote, "I think this visit was different because of the coaches. They really made the trip. I really liked the energy they brought throughout the whole trip. I liked the staff a lot. I got to grab dinner with James Laurinaitis. He's a really chill dude." Laurinaitis knows what it takes to make that move from Minnesota to Columbus. And the city impressed Coy and his family, so because they'd never been to Columbus before. He said, "I thought the city was chill. I compared it to Minneapolis, just less crowded. I liked it." Okay. Parrish has been committed to Minnesota since April. He's hoping to have a final decision made in the next, obviously, 8 days, whatever it is, 7 days. Yeah. So the priority for Coy, though, is finding a spot that allows him to make an immediate impact. Like most kids, he wants to start early. But he thinks that could happen in Columbus with the Buckeyes. He said, quote, "I'm just looking for opportunity. I want to play, make an impact, even if that's on special teams. Coach Eliano sees me as a guy that could play all 3 safety spots, but I would start at the Bandit, and I love the way their run fits are there." And of course, in recruiting, it's all about fit, personality, relationships, fit, and personality fits with the program is going to be key for this recruitment, like most. So he spent time with Sonny Styles. Sonny was his host during the visit, and so they talked a lot. He answered a lot of questions for Coy, and Sonny's a pretty laid back, chill guy. So they probably were like identical twins almost. Minnesota just recently lost their defensive coordinator to Michigan State. That happened on Sunday. Nobody knew that, right? So that's probably going to affect his flip possibilities. So I think the Buckeyes and Coach Eliano got the spatula out, going to flip some gopher meat. Buckeyes still need to set up an in-home visit, though, before the end of the visitation period. So we'll see what the plan is. That'll probably unfold in the next few days. So I'll keep you posted here, but chances are looking really good to add another safety to the class. All right, so let's talk portal news here. Positions of need we talked about yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Quarterback, probably moving to the back burner. They will need a quarterback, just maybe not a starter. We know Riley Leonard just committed to Notre Dame. They were high. He was high on the Buckeyes list. Cam Ward is not an option, not interested. No, thank you. We'll pass. But O-line, D-line, so the trenches are high priority. And judging by what happens with Trey, running back is also going to be a priority if he jumps. So right now, we're hearing about a possible visit by number one tackle in the portal, Chase Bisontis, this weekend. That has not been confirmed yet, but could happen this weekend. He's from Texas A&M. I'm sure you've heard of him by now. 6'6", 320. He's a 94, high 4-star rating on 24/7. Overall, number 8 player in the portal, number 1 tackle. This guy had a hell of a year. Started at right tackle for all 12 games this season and finished as an all-SEC freshman. You might remember another all-SEC freshman we brought in recently, Davison Igbinosun, same. But we'll keep you posted here, see if Bisontis can make it onto campus. He's got like 25 offers around D1 football, so his services will be desired. Another O-lineman, this one coming from San Jose State, high target on the Buckeyes board. His name is Fernando Carmona Jr., offensive tackle as well. Played left tackle for San Jose State this season. He had the 8th highest grade from PFF, 81.5 among offensive tackles this past season. So can't beat that. He was an 81 as a pass blocker and a 78.9 as a run blocker. That's 765 snaps. It's not like he played 3 games. No, he played the entire year, virtually every snap for his team, and was one of the best in the country. Obviously, different level of football than Big Ten ball. I get that, but you're starting off well. He is 6'5", 314, has 2 years of eligibility remaining, and is scheduled to take an official visit to Auburn this weekend. You also got Arkansas, Kentucky, UCLA, Arizona State all involved. So he may want to stay out on the West Coast with UCLA and Arizona State involved. So he's an 88, number 107 overall. So keep you posted there too. Another California kid, linebacker Caleb Elam's-Orr. He plans to take an official visit to Ohio State this weekend. He's the first linebacker, in the transfer portal to take a visit to the Buckeyes. He spent 3 seasons at Cal, has 2 seasons remaining, 6'2", 230, played in 11 games last season, had 92 tackles, 3.5 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery, 6 QB hits, a pick, 5 PBUs. So this guy's all over the field. So, the Buckeyes are losing Eichenberg to the NFL, possibly Steel Chambers also. Chambers does have 1 more season of eligibility, but he did participate in the senior day ceremonies for the Buckeyes. He walked on senior day. So that kind of gives you a little hint, but doesn't mean he can't come back, but it is one sign. Cody Simon said he is going to return for his last year. So Elam's-Orr could be a major depth piece for the linebacker core. You got Reed Carrico hopped in the portal. So you got CJ Hicks, Gabe Powers, Nigel Glover. That's about it if Steele's gone, which we assume. So definitely need depth there, even if we are only playing 2. So we'll see what happens with that visit. Buckeyes wrapped up an official visit on Monday with defensive tackle Derek Harmon. We talked about him the other day. He can make an immediate impact on the Buckeye D-line if he is added. Another transfer defensive lineman from UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners. I love their mascot. Pass rusher Trey Moore. He's 6'3", 235, ranks 3rd in the nation with 14 sacks 14 sacks this year for the Roadrunners. He took an official visit to Texas last weekend. They're viewed as the favorite right now, but Buckeyes could get him on campus and at least get a shot, maybe have a chance at landing him. So the keys there, O-line, D-line. That's why I really wanted to focus on that today. And these visits are going to come and go. We're going to get different news every day. I'll try and keep you guys up to date. So that's all I got for you today. We'll talk some player interviews with the current Buckeyes, and we'll do it. All right. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.